So I recently turned Snapchat into a house in Bloxburg, and obviously I now have to turn TikTok into a house too, and then maybe Discord and YouTube, because this is going to be a series across my channel. And yes, although our Snapchat looks like it's built by a tank, I can feel our TikTok version is going to be so much more beautiful. But since you all are judging the outside of him, you should probably listen to the saying, the outside doesn't matter, it's the inside that matters, because the inside of this build is beautiful. Anyways, unfortunately it is time to get rid of her. Okay, first off, I need to search how the TikTok logo looks like because I'm already brain fogged. Alright, so we kind of have I'm gonna do a few blocks down because I do want it big enough to build in. I don't really want to have a 1x1. It kind of curves up. Basic shapes would be better for this, but I don't want to deal with that, so let's try this way first. Okay, wait, this isn't going well. I'm gonna try it again here. This shape Loki looks like it so far. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, we definitely got somewhere. You cannot tell me this shape is not the same. I think inside we'll go for a proper modern look today. Okay, all the walls are coloured and I want to have the kitchen back here. Usually I'd use the plain counters, but since the area we have is quite small, this counter can be used to place things inside. This kitchen is low-key a vibe. The walls back here are a bit plain, so I want to use some insets to fix that. So we'll have a curved one here, and then underneath, I don't know if it's going to look good, but we'll have a smaller square one. Okay, and then a little add-on I used to do all the time is just adding a ladder to the end of my counters. And doesn't that look beautiful, Stelina?
First of all, what was the need to use the word Stelina, which means little star, by the way? For a build, do you have anything to say for yourself?
Moving into the living room, if you've been watching me for a while, you can probably guess what I'm going to do here. Obviously, my pillar hack. I don't think I can do any builds without these anymore. Alright, focus mode on because I'll be moving slower than my Wi-Fi if I keep talking. For the fireplace, I think these ones are way too big. I mean, this one looks okay, but if we add a couch, it's gonna be a squash. I think we can use this one since it's a lot smaller. And for the TV, I want something that covers majority of the wall, and I think this iMac TV is perfect for this. Okay, another LED hack. I want to add some square insets inside the wall and then use LEDs to outline them, and this is the final result. For the sofas, we have to use the leather sofas. They match with the modern vibe so perfectly, and we have enough room to get through if we don't add a coffee table. The section back here is looking a bit empty. Maybe we could add this shelf, but I low-key like the ladder there, so I think we'll add another ladder shelf on this time. To cover it up. And then over on the wall, we'll use structurals to create some sort of custom design. Whenever I'm placing books, I love doing one the opposite way. It looks more realistic and detailed. And for the final thing, we need a custom rug. Oh, actually, and one more thing, the picnic rug. Some of you may know, but all I'm gonna say is just trust the process. Okay, I'm just doing this now, but do you think we should have checkered floors in the kitchen? I think we'll just leave that. Okay, now time for the entryway. Every normal person would start the house with this, but this house is low-key unusual anyways. I want this to be pretty simple, so we'll have a bench, the custom rug, and maybe a hat stand. Also, unpopular opinion, but I'm not a big fan of these coats on the rack. They look a little unsettling. Okay, and I think the entryway is done. Also, for this hack here, I want to extend the structural onto the next wall so it looks more natural, I guess. And now it's time to move on to the bathroom. So we've got the shower. I'm going to use a basic shape to add more structure to this bathroom. And then since we don't have much space in here, I'm going to go for the smallest sink possible. And then my favorite toilet. Is it even possible to have a favorite toilet? That's a bit unusual. Anyways, a final thing is the custom rug. And is that the bathroom done? Of course not. I'm going to use the insets from here and place these in the bathroom. I'm not feeling the insets there. Okay, and that is the bathroom done, so it's now time to move on to the bedroom. Alright, the space of the bedroom is actually quite decent. However, I feel like we should split it off and make it part of it into a walk-in wardrobe. I mean, who doesn't want that?
Hello! Whoa, Raquel, all this for one night? Don't be cray-cray! My morning stuff is in the car.
Okay, so I'm thinking bed in this corner, but not like your usual style bed. Instead, it'll be like a part of the wall like this, just so we have room to get past, and it'll be like a side day bed. first we're gonna fix this cushion, and you already know it's not gonna work. It's so frustrating. I'm gonna rotate the pillows this way. A little so the bed looks like, I don't know how to explain it, but you get the concept. Alright, this is how it's looking, and now for the duvet. Also to cover up the sides of the bed because I don't like how empty it looks underneath. We're just gonna fill it up with some structurals. I'm so happy with the way this is looking. And then maybe across the walls we can use the insets. No way, it's looking like prison. Instead we could use the pillar design, but I low-key don't want to move the bed to do this, so instead we can use the structural design. This is why different concepts are important. Anyways, focus mode initiated. Okay, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I love this. I think over here we'll add a bench. I don't want to make it too cluttered. And actually we need a desk. Maybe we could add it in the closet instead. I have an idea. Wait, I have a vision. Okay, I think this is good. I love how simple this is still looking. And then finally in this corner we can have our clothing rack or a wardrobe, but I like the way the rack looks. Alright, I'm just gonna add some finishing touches and then we will be done. And I gotta add the roof. Didn't I say the TikTok house was gonna be better? If you believe it, you see it. Word of advice coming from me, please take it. Okay, wait, I just thought of a really cool idea. Only to initiate the idea, it will take precision, which I absolutely find tedious. But we gotta do it for the grind and for the looks. So I want to outline the roof with LEDs to make it stand out like a lot. Okay, this is actually serving a look. Okay, now for real, I'm just gonna add the final touches to the rest of the rooms and I'll be back for the tour. And with that, our TikTok home is finally complete. Here is a 360 view of the outside. Where is the smoke coming from? Right, okay, apparently science doesn't exist in Bloxburg. Alright, entering inside, we have the entryway. I love the simplistic look in here since the area is small and I didn't really want clutter. Okay, and inside here we have the living room connected with the kitchen. Okay, we need a proper view for the memories. I have no words to explain how much I love this area. Although one question I do have is the carpet, because this carpet I do not love. So I'm thinking this blue carpet or the white, and I'm definitely feeling the blue. Anyways, this is what the kitchen looks like, and even though it's so small, I love the way it's turned out. And inside here we have the bathroom. I feel like even though it's so tiny, it doesn't feel cluttered or cramped, but also it's definitely not one of my best designs. Alright, coming out of here and going down the extremely long hallway, we have the bedroom. I absolutely love the way the bed has turned out, and we have the LEDs on the roof, but all my hard work disappears the moment I get on the bed. This is the reminder. Actually, never mind. This bedroom actually gives me male bedroom vibes, which I love because we don't see many of those. Inside here, we have the closet. I love the desk. It feels like we could actually sit and study and work here. I take that back, actually. She's refusing to study. Okay, and that was me. Oh, my hand is currently being fried by fire. It's alright, I'm pretty much immune. So that was me building TikTok into a house in Bloxburg. I absolutely loved the outcome of this house, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!